welcome to part 2. I'm gonna start with some Swedish things. I actually have pretty many Swedish stuff. I have 5 of them, and then on a Norwegian DVD. But first is 3 Swedish movies from a series called Jönssonligan, and this first one is called, it's not the first one in the series. I don't know really what order they're in, but this one is called Jönssonligan får guldfeber, Jönssonligan och den svarta diamanten, and Jönssonligans största kupp. This one actually stars Stellan Skarsgård, who I don't know. I think is very international. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, and Mamma Mia and stuff. So most people probably know him, who he is. Yeah, he's Swedish. I think there's about 8 of these movies in this Jönssonligan series, and I like them all. I don't think they are considered by most people to be good movies. I think they are amazing though, and I don't think it could be possible that is because of nostalgia, because I have watched all of the movies multiple times years ago. But they're just really good and funny movies, I think, and I think they are maybe a bit underrated, but I don't know. Underrated. I guess that's not. I guess I am saying that because the IMDb ratings are low, but in Sweden they are really famous, so I guess maybe not underrated, but according to the IMDb ratings, they're underrated. I think that's what I meant. Anyway, really funny movies. I think they are sort of based on, or something like that, on some some Norwegian, maybe Danish, but I think Norwegian movies. I don't know much about that, but I found out long after I found out about these movies. So, but yeah, so I love them, and I have 5 of them now, so only three more. Next is a Swedish movie called Alto, which is a sex comedy. Title translates to Everything About My Bush. I don't know, it was promoted as a sex comedy, and it says sex comedy here. It says sex comedy in, how should I translate that? Gardening environment, maybe. So, the title sort of has 2 meanings. Anyway, it's not, I think, a sex comedy. It's a little bit a sex comedy, but I don't think it is really. But it's a pretty bad movie, actually. I had some high expectations of this one of some reason, but it's okay. I don't know, but it has one of my favorite Swedish actors, Ola Rapace. But he was not that fun in this one. On the cover there, he looks like he would make some goofy part on the look of his face or something, but he was he was too serious in this one, and he was just angry all the time. I don't know. But it was alright. It was pretty bad though. And then the last Swedish thing is a classic Swedish comedy that I had never seen before. Barely heard of it before, actually, but it's called Smash, and I suppose the title has something to do with MASH. The show doesn't have anything to do with that, but Smash, I don't know, it's kind of obvious. But it stars, at least 3 of the people are really famous in Sweden. Him, I don't know, because I don't know who that is. But these 3 is really famous. I guess mostly him. But it's basically about 4 pretty unsuccessful tennis players with pretty different backgrounds. He is like a professional since 20 years back, and he is an intern, I think, and they are 2 buddies from back a long time ago, and they started playing tennis together, and they got really successful, but I don't know. And then they all get together somehow and go on tour or something, I don't know. But it's something like that. But it's a really funny show. and I would definitely recommend it if you are from Sweden or Scandinavia. But otherwise, I don't think that you would enjoy it. But it's really great. It's really great, I think. And then the Norwegian show I was talking about, it's called Slickness Fatality or something. Um, I was thinking about paying like, I'm not sure how much it was, but I think it was like 250 crowns for this because it looked really interesting, and it says here Norway's most successful comedy show of all time, which I don't know if that's true, but I really have no idea actually. But if you're from Norway, maybe you can tell me if this is famous there or whatever. Um, but I think it's a really funny show. Has a couple of episodes that aren't really great, but most of them are really funny. And this guy is hilarious. 3 discs. And yeah. One thing that I was gonna say about this is that it doesn't say season 1 or anything. So when it doesn't do that, I mean, it just says like, original title, and it says the title, not season 1 or anything, so I mean, when it does that, you assume that it is the complete series, but this is of some reason season 3, 4, and 5, and there are 6 seasons, so I have no idea what's up with that, why they released season 3, 4, and 5 in a box set. I looked it up, and there are a box set with all of the 6 seasons, but I'm not going to pay that much for that one when I already have these 3. And yeah. But oh yeah, I said that I was gonna pay 250 for this, but I found it later on for 100, so that's a great price. And it's pretty long too. It's 10 hours, so it's a great show. And if you're Scandinavian, as I said about the last Swedish show that I showed you, if you're Scandinavian, you will probably enjoy this. Otherwise, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Maybe, but I would recommend it to all Scandinavian people. So yeah. And then we got 4 movies from last year. First of all, The Boat That Rocked. I saw this last year sometime. It was more than 6 months ago, I think. I'm pretty sure it was. And I really liked it, and I really planned on buying it, but I decided to do so. I never really plan on buying stuff. I just go to the store because I don't order, not yet anyway. And I just see what I find, and I happened to find this one, and I was interested in watching it again. And yeah, it's a really funny movie about. I don't think I have too much time to talk about these 4 movies, but it's like about in the 60s an illegal pirate rock. I mean, I think in this movie, or maybe in real life, maybe that was the case in the 60s, that wasn't allowed to play rock music on radio. I don't know, because I wasn't born by 30 years, but anyway, it's about a radio station that plays rock on a boat in the ocean. And yeah, it's a really great movie, one of the best of last year. And so is the next one, Drag Me to Hell. Same thing about this one. I saw it last year, a while ago, and great one. I think I heard some people say that this was really great in the movie theater, but when they got it on DVD and watched it again, they were really disappointed. I wouldn't really know about that because I didn't watch it on the movie theater. I watched it on the laptop for the first time, but I enjoyed it as much the second time. But yeah, great movie. Honestly, the first time I watched it, I didn't really notice the comedy. When people were talking about the comedy, I was like, what? There was no comedy. But I guess there is. I don't know what I was thinking really, but I guess there is. But great one of the best from last year. And then we got Moon, which I had heard a bunch of great things about, and I thought it was good, but nothing more. So I thought it was going to be a bit better than it was. I thought it was going to be a movie with this epic twist ending, but it wasn't really. But it was a great movie, good slash great. But yeah, it was good. And then the last one, Glorious Bastards. Don't have much time to talk about this one because time is running out. But it was good. I thought it started off really great, and then it got. I mean, I've liked all the Quentin Tarantino movies that I've seen, but this one is probably my least favorite one. But it was good. It was kind of slow at parts, but Quentin Tarantino always does great conversation. I want to talk more about this one, but I can't because there's 8 seconds left of the video. But that's my DVD update for May 17th, and thank you for watching.